like the active guidelines on the camera system over here, and they give you a estimated trajectory of the vehicle front or back, and they seem very accurate as far as the width of the vehicle. We had the front view here, same thing. We had that camera system that's able to see right where you're at and where you're going. So you have a little bit of engine noise, and the engine noise is a little bit out of place for this type of vehicle. For the price and the just type of, it's supposed to be a little bit higher end, it's supposed to be smooth, quiet, comfortable, and having that little bit of engine noise kind of breaks away from that experience. So and it seems like it's very well insulated, the firewall and all that stuff. Everything feels solid, so I guess it's just a noisier engine. It's not really the lack of insulation or something. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's that. I don't know if it's the variable compression part or what it is, but you can hear it when you start revving the engine. You can hear it, So it might not be a big deal to you, but just something to consider. Now, one thing that is a big deal for me, as far as driving this vehicle, the only thing about it that is not good, that just kind of makes me turn it off, which you can turn off, is the steering assist system. The steering assist system is all over the place and beeps at you, and it basically fights with you with the steering wheel and then beeps at you because it forces you to go into the line, and it's like nonstop doing that while you're driving. So unless you're on a super straight highway, then it works fairly well. But if you're on any kind of back road or roads that have they're relatively narrow or they're twisty or whatever, then yeah, I just turn it off because it just becomes so annoying. And that's common with a lot of new vehicles. The lane keeping assist or the steering assist system or lane tracing, whatever you want to call it, it is problematic on some vehicles. So it's easily turned off, and it's very easy to drive the vehicle without it, so it's not like you really need it. The adaptive cruise control works great, and so everything else, just the overall driving experience is pleasurable. Other than that, it's comfortable, and you have lots of room, and you feel you have enough power, no problem. And also the braking is good. I was pretty impressed with the braking. It has four-wheel disc brakes with the ventilated rotors, and it just feels very, very solid. So if you have your family and you have a bunch of people in here and a lot of cargo or whatever, you're going to have plenty of braking power. So even if you have extra people in the vehicle, it helps out having that strong braking system. So when you accelerate, keeping the RPMs, under 5,000 really is where it's most impressive. Because once you start getting, really it red lines at 6 anyway. So, but the problem is that the best horsepower, the highest horsepower peaks right close to 6. So it's really about the torque. 4,500 RPMs is about where the maximum torque is, and that's where it really comes to life with that variable compression engine. And I mean, it's not like a huge difference. You're not going to experience some weird, different. If you just drive this vehicle, you're not necessarily going to know that it's a variable compression. It's just able to give you peak, a little bit higher torque, and then slightly better fuel economy is all what it's achieving using that technology. So it's not like it's, you know, something you have to compensate for or be aware of, really. But it is, I think it's interesting, the technology, the variable compression, the way it works, and the design and everything. But yeah, it has plenty of power and gets decent fuel economy as well, especially for a vehicle this size, and, you know, the third row and all that stuff, and the torque that you have. So in the past 150 miles, I've averaged 23 miles per gallon. So, you know, part of that is skewed a little bit because when I'm filming it inside the vehicle and stuff, I'm not driving and the engine's running, so that might skew it a little bit. But yeah, it's on the lower end of what is estimated. So is what I'm getting.